today I'm going to play with watercolor. So I've got these Prismacolor water-soluble crayons, and I'm going to use my water brushes. Got a couple Durants, and I do have more here. I have Tim Holtz. This one's one of my favorites. I have to say, I just do like the handle here better, and I like the water flow better, but this one's pretty old. I've had it for over a year now. So, and I just got these ones, but like I said, they seem really hard to push. And I have a third one somewhere for the sizes. I have the flat, but I've been using them a lot too as well, but like I said, I prefer this one's thinner, and I have a third one somewhere around here, but I prefer the Tim Holtz. I really do like it, and I think it's the size and the way it's easier to squeeze the water through. So that, I think, is it. I was watching today, kind of glancing. I didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing, but someone was making a peacock feather, and I don't know who it was, but it says SAA Live, and they were making it, and I was like, I don't know who that is. Maybe it's different people doing different arts on it. I don't know what channel that is. It's on a YouTube. Anyway, so I was watching this lady makes a little bit of some peacock feathers, and then I'm like, oh, I'm going to try that with my watercolors, since I haven't used them in ages. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I don't even know what colors are. Some of these colors might be just, can't see them very well. I have a new light, but it's very bright, and so I don't know like where to put it yet. So that's going to be something new too. It's really nice, though. I wasn't having really great light before. Now I have the camera right here, so, oops, being silly. I have a camera right here, so I don't know where to exactly put this light. It's huge, though, so I can kind of play with it, and you guys can kind of tell me as well if you like where it is and that kind of thing. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to make a peacock feather and kind of do what they were doing here on that, and just kind of going crazy, just kind of going for the, I've always wanted to do one, and I don't think I've ever, I'm not sure, I don't think I've ever done one, so I'm just kind of sketchy. And I really like how smooth these are. I haven't used them too much. I have other watercolor pencils that are that are a Royal, and I don't know which one's better, but they seem a little harder to press, so I'm thinking that I like these just for this, like, I don't know, it feels nice. So I'm just going to throw on something. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I've never done this before, so yeah, just kind of playing with it. So let's see what we can go with it. So this is just sketching with this. I think I'm going to use a different green as well. It's really hard to see the colors. The light kind of, I don't know, I don't know if it makes it look a little different. So bright, but it's nice. It's nice to have no streaking in here. So I kind of like that. If it doesn't turn out, it doesn't turn out. We're just playing, right? So this is a huge thing of watercolor paper. It is the 12 inches by 18 inches. I'm reading upside down here. And it's 140-pound water paper. Watercolor paper! So that's what it is. So yeah. So I'm just kind of sketching and see. I don't know how this is going to turn out. Like I said, just kind of going for it. And really, like I said, I just didn't even really watch the tutorial. They're using some kind of ink, water-soluble ink or something on there. And I don't know. But I thought, well, let's go for it, right? I thought I would just kind of play, and I love to sketch and do different colors, so I'm just doing something a little different with the watercolor here. We'll see how that works out. The worst case scenario is that it didn't turn out too pretty. And I didn't use too much. I'm going to use a thicker brush here just to get, because it's thicker. I don't know. It didn't. See, that's the thing.
There's a little
This
water
one's
actually
actually
empty.
It was dry. I didn't even realize that. But this one does have a thicker brush, so I might have to go and buy the brand that I really do like, the Tim Holtz, with the thicker bristles, because I do like this flat one. It's really nice. So this is kind of an example or a test, you know, guys, so bear with me. Test if I can actually do this. So I'm just playing around with it. I thought, well, that's cute. It's not quite coming out as pretty as I'd like it, but well, whatever, right? Maybe I'll use my other. This one just feels so much more comfortable in my hand. Got small hands, maybe that's it. And it's leaking because I either squeezed too hard or it's just getting old. I don't know. So yeah, so I'm playing my water colors, and I thought you guys would like to play along with me. So let's try to get a few things going on. I thought peacock feather would be nice. I always wanted to try. It looks fairly easy. It's not too many lines, and you can kind of just play. I'm also going to use up this water that's in this tin here. Just because it's there and I don't have to squeeze. Imagine doing a lot of watercolor this way. Your hands might get sore. Don't know. It might be better for smaller jobs, but this is kind of not exactly the way I expect it to look. To try a thicker brush. I got my knee up here. I don't know if you guys can see that in the video. I'm kind of sitting on a weird way. So I do have this one that I have to put more pressure on to get the water flowing. Sometimes I think maybe with these we just have a glass of water and a brush flowing. Don't know. It's not quite looking the way I wanted, but it is fun right now. So I'm just going to get another green. I think they're too even, and that's the problem. If I have maybe a few different strays here, just go for it. Doesn't have. It could be a wild looking peacocky feather. You don't have to be this perfect vision of what you think. Just mine's too even now. I kind of messed that up. Doesn't have that nice, I don't know, look I'm looking for. So I gotta kind of mess it up maybe. So I'm gonna mess it up on purpose here, hopefully, because it's looking too even for my liking. There we go. Maybe that's better. I don't know. Play with it, guys. Let's see. Let's do some black. Now I'm just like looking at some of the ones that they're making here, and I'm just gonna kind of invent some swirlies. They had some swirlies on theirs and wisps. Like I said, I didn't really watch it. I'm horrible. That was like, I got inspired, but I didn't watch the whole thing because it was on. Sometimes you have the video on, and I'm like, look up, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna do that, or something like that. Not bad. So play with your watercolors. We can see what we can do with it. Okay, I'm gonna totally just get in here and get it all wet now. So I don't know if I want this thick brush or not, but I'm kind of go back with my Tim Holtz Not emerald. See, I don't have to squeeze as much. It's hard. They're much more expensive though. I think this one was close to $16 or about $16 for one brush at Michael's. So I don't know if you order online, it'd be cheaper. I do like the way it's going. I think I might want to try actual real watercolor where I pick the color, you know, and do a real watercolor painting with it. It might work better. Using the pencil crayon is a nice idea, but it doesn't have that free flow that I'm looking for. I've got that, I don't know, just a bit more of a sketchy look. And I'm not even cleaning my brush. Usually I clean my brush, but the colors are kind of just blending for this peacock feather. I guess it's okay. I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys are thinking you like it or you don't like it? I'm not sure about this red in the middle. It should be more dark purple. But it's all in fun. Just a play at it, guys. If you did a really small one, it'd be a nice little front to a card. I don't know why I didn't do a small one. I don't know. Just didn't. So let's see what we can grab. Maybe, do we have the purple? I'm going to do a weird color in here. It's not really, I don't think it's usually purple in here, but I'm pulling it in. Anyway, it doesn't really matter because it's my art and I can do whatever I want. I hope I'm talking loud enough. I just realized I'm like barely talking here. Barely. That I'm actually talking quietly, I should say, more than. So there, I'm just pulling some color through. That was fun. I haven't played with my watercolor pencils in a long time, and just little sketches here and there, but nothing like my Brave book, but pulling color in. That was not too bad. So I hope you guys like this. I'm probably going to play with it a little more and add a little bit more color and see where I'm going. I'm kind of just going on the wet. Some of it's dry, some of it's wet. Watercolor paper here. And just kind of fill it in a bit. I've got a lot of green happening, but I really kind of like it, so I'm going to keep going. Hope you guys give this a little try. Try it using your water brushes and your water crayons or pencil crayons. I was actually looking for my crayons, and I was like got impatient because I don't know where I moved them to. But I think the pencil crayons work a little better than what I know how the pencil or the crayons move. Also, gelatos would be nice, or something creamy like that would be nice to move with the water brushes. So here we go. Hope you guys like that and have fun. I'm going to add more blue because I can. This would be a nice technique for a journal page, or like I said, in front of a card too, a smaller piece. Just having fun. It's kind of loose fun. It's something you can't really go too wrong with. Peacock that is pretty easy. And it feels good to feel good. Bunches of colors mixing together that are just really relaxing. They're cools, but they're relaxing. And I think that works, guys. Well, keep up trying and playing with it, and maybe we can even add some inks or something. And I don't know what else to do on this one. I really enjoyed that, playing with it. Let's see here. I have my black still. I think I might just add more black. It's really wet, so it's really coming off really nice, and that might be just a little bit more of a pop than I need. So that's nice. Coloring directly on the wet watercolor paper it looks really nice. So just play with that. And that was kind of a weird stray piece, but hey, it's my weird stray piece, so it can look like whatever I want. I think I did a feather piece in my Brave too, didn't I? Oh, there was different ones. Yeah. So it was a different feather piece, but yeah. Now I'm just kind of like, you get to that point where it's like, can you damage it? And if you can, does it really matter? And just push further and further. Does it really matter if you mess it up and it's not perfect? Or are you going to learn something and find there's something in it that you like? See, you can add this to other mediums as well. You don't have to have the watercolor just the whole piece. I really like these pencils. So guys, I know I think they're like student grade, but they're pretty good. So I'm enjoying using them. Just to let you know. And yeah, I picked them up with the kids' school supplies. Now what I did there is I just dipped my pencil in some water that I had on the side here. See how that works. That's pretty nice. I like that better. I like how that moved. See if I'm going to use my Tim Holtz so that I can trust that I'm not going to smear or smudge the heck out of it more. See how that works with. I like the darkness of it, so doing the watercolor pencil right on the wet surface is nice. So I like that. You can also use watercolors for around like wording and that kind of thing, even on your any mixed media journaling project or anything like that. Any colors that go with whatever your project color is. That's nice to kind of have that as a outlining and that kind of thing. Your project, of course, yeah. And then adding a little bit of water on it. Smear up the edges. I'm really liking it. The way it's going in the wet. Now I just want to share quickly a little bit of homemade sprays I made with food coloring. I'll throw that in there. May as well finish up the whole page. I thought, why not? So I'm kind of decided to do that now. And let's see where I can take it. Just a little bit. I thought it would be nice. There's some Wilkinson food dyes in that. Now I could just, I don't know, use the page as it is, or I'm just going to spray a little bit more. I like the orange just to lighten it up. And I got my cell phone here, which is really getting full of color. There we go. That just adds a little bit of something to it. I know I'm kind of crooked on here. There we go. Nice, cute little piece. If it was smaller, I could use it for a card or something. I kind of like it. I might just put it up just like that. I'm not sure. This blue one might have been homemade alcohol inks. Sometimes you got to check out your bottles if you're mixing them up. I'll have to check that out. There's my blue one that I had. Yes, it smells like marker and some alcohol inks in there, but look at that nice look. It's got a nice bleed to it. I like that. I got some shimmering into the water, the food coloring. You can see the shimmer, so it looks great. I like that. It's just enough to make it beautiful. So I'm going to probably put a little tad of black on here. Let's see if I don't want to put too much. So I have my misters, and I'm just going to add a little black because my black in my Peacock's not too prominent, so I don't want too much. See that? Just a little bit. And I was like, oh, okay, it's a kind of pretty feather. What am I going to do with the rest of it? So that's what I thought. Well, got the shimmering teal. You don't want too much. It's very dark, so. And I don't want to spray. I know it's going to spray a huge amount. So that's it. That is my touch up. And that as well as the piece is going to go on the wall. There we go. It's not. I'm now adding more water to this piece, and I did my acrylic splatter on there, and look at how that is. Just slowly adding bits and bits and more water. I really like it. It's kind of doing its own thing. And where I had the alcohol spray, it's doing a neat little thing in there too. So that's nice. A little bit of acrylic spray and then dabbing some water on it makes for a very interesting piece. I really like it. Just wanted to share that with you guys. Dab up what I think is too dark. I think that one's done. Don't forget to crack like a duck. Bye-bye.